Hello, hello students. Welcome to Justtutors for yet another session. So today's topic is fiber to fabric. Okay, so we have to see what is the topic today, which is fiber to fabric. How are you? First, you tell me how are you, and how was the weekend? Did you enjoy your weekend? I hope you enjoyed your weekend. So because today's topic is fiber to fabric and the subject is science. So let's get started. Before that, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. And in the last session, whatever we have done in the last session, I hope you remember that and you have done some practice about that because in the I think in the last we have completed the whole number topic, whole numbers and properties of whole numbers and all. If you have any doubts, you can ask me regarding that topic by commenting down in the video and sharing this video to your friends. Okay, so let us see the topic which we have for today. This is fiber to fabric. So this is the NCRT book that we have. So we are going to read from this book and do our topic from this book. So let's learn about fiber to fabric. What exactly is this thing? Let's see. In this session, we are going to learn about introduction to fiber and fabric, types of fibers, plant fibers, spinning cotton, yarn to fabric. Okay, can you try to make the names of these fabrics? Okay, so every each and every kind of fabric has a unique look. Okay, sometimes we can just see the fabric and we can just see what kind of fabric is that. Okay, silk, wool, georgette, cotton. So I think this is the wool, this is silk, this is georgette, and this is cotton. And so what are the differences that you find between your winter and summer dress? Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, let me just open and delete. Okay, so in Winters we wear woolen or thick or so many clothes. So the basic idea of the clothing that we wear in winters is to make sure that we don't feel cold. Okay, so as to protect our skin from cold because it's really cold in winter. So we always wear the clothes that protects us from cold. But in summers, it is not the case because in summers, because the temperature is really high. So if we are going to wear a lot of clothes, if we are going to wear the clothes which are going to uh, make us uh, like protect us from cold, but in summers we don't have cold like the temperature is really high. That is why we wear clothes which which does not which does not make like which does not make our skin feel bad, it doesn't make us feel really hot because the temperature is already high. So we don't have to keep the temperature in ourselves. So what does the clothes do in winter? They keep the heat inside of us. In winters, this is cloth. This is heat radiating from the clothes. In winter, what happens if this is the body? Then if we wear something, then it doesn't let the heat from our body to dissipate out in the atmosphere. What it does, it just keeps the heat of our body in glued to us through the fabric of our clothes. But in summer we don't need extra heat because it's already so much hot in the atmosphere. So the in summers the clothes that we wear are thin or of the material which doesn't trap the heat inside like on the surface of our body or skin. So that way we don't feel so much warm even in the summers because in summers we don't have to feel warm, like we don't have to wear anything to feel warm because it's already so warm or hot in the weather. But in winters we you like we use warm clothes. Okay, so let's read something about it and then we'll discuss it. Paheli and Bujo won the what, this is really funny name. Paheli and Bujo won the first prize in a science quiz competition held at their school. They were very excited and decided to use the prize money to buy clothes for their parents. That's a really good thing. I really appreciate that. When they saw a large variety of clothes material, they got confused. Okay, just like all of us, we even what? Even after browsing for 2 hours, one day I was let me tell you some personal experience I had with one of the online selling platforms. So I was browsing and I need some like a t-shirt, but it took me more than 2 hours to figure it out which t-shirt to purchase because okay. So I'm sorry about the ring phone. I forgot to turn it off. Okay. So kindly please accept my apologies. Okay, I hope. Okay. So I have now switched off both the phones. Okay, so it will not bother again. So I was telling about my personal experience. So one day what happened, I was browsing through internet websites, and I was I was to buy some t-shirt for me. So it took me more than 2 hours, and that's what they were saying. Okay, they were confused. Okay, so let's just resume. The shopkeeper explained that some clothes or fabrics were cotton and some were synthetic. He also had woolen mufflers and shawls. There were many silk sarees as well. Paheli and Buju felt very excited. They touched and felt those different fabrics. Finally, they bought a woolen muffler and a cotton sari. After the visit to the cloth shop, Paheli and Buju began to notice various fabrics in their surroundings. They found that bed sheets, blankets, curtains, tablecloths, towels, and dusters were made from different kind of fabric. Even their school bags and the gunny bags were made from some kind of fabric. They try to identify the fabric as cotton, wool, silk, or synthetic. Can you also identify some fabrics? Okay, so you have to like do it on your own because we are online. I cannot make you touch anything because it's not possible when we are online. So what you have to do, if you have a different kind, like we all have different kind of clothes in our home, some clothes for winters and some clothes for summer, and something that we can sort of wear in both of the weather, both kind of weathers. So we have to try to touch some different kind of clothes in your home, or some different kind of outfits that you have. Okay, so that's a activity for you. Okay, so please touch them and see, you will see the difference between the fabric. Like when you touch them and when you like rub them a little, you will see that some are really smooth. Okay, some clothes are really smooth, but some fabrics are not as much smooth. Okay, so this is the difference between various fabric. And you will also see that some fabrics are really easy to tear, like they're really easy to uh, uh, cut, but some of them are not so easy. Okay, okay, now let's see what is the activity one. Visit a nearby tailoring shop. That's an interesting observation. Collect cuttings of fabric left over after 6. Okay, so in the tailoring shop, you must have seen that when they stitch some thing, or when they tailor some clothes, they have some small like strips of various kind of clothes, uh, okay, leftover. So you can just take those from from the tailoring shop, and you can just feel the fabric of it. Okay, you can just ask them. Okay, do not just pick it up and okay, and run. Okay, you have to ask them, can we take them away with us, because we just need to. And you can also visit the shop. Okay, some uncle will, or I'm pretty sure they will allow you. Okay, if you will see that we are just to see the different kind of fabric, and we are just learning about it, because we are just learning about it. Okay, okay, you might have observed something similar when you try to thread a needle. Okay, many a time at the end of the thread is separated into a few thin strands. This makes it difficult to pass the thread through the eye of the needle. The thin strands of thread that we see are made up of still thinner strands called fibers. Fabrics are made up of yarn, and yarns are further made up of fiber. Okay, where do these fibers come from? The fibers of some fabrics such as cotton, jute, silk, and wool are obtained from plant and animals. These are called natural fibers. Cotton and jute are example of fibers obtained from plant. Okay, cotton and jute are example of fibers obtained from plant. Okay, just like हमने उसमें देखा कि हमारे पास फूड सोर्सेज बहुत होते हैं, इसी तरीके फैब्रिक के भी काफ़ी सोर्सेज होते हैं। जैसे इसमें देखा है, जैसे कॉटन, जूट, सिल्क, वूल आर ऑब्टेन्ड फ्रॉम प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल। ओके, दीज आर का नेचुरल फाइबर। ओके, क्योंकि वो प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स से पाए जा रहे हैं, और प्लांट्स और एनिमल नेचुरल होते हैं। ओके, तो वो कहते हैं नेचुरल फाइबर्स। कॉटन एंड जूट आर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ फाइबर ऑब्टेन्ड फ्रॉम प्लांट्स। कॉटन और जूट जो है वो फाइबर होता है ऑप्टेन फ्रॉम प्लांट। जूट जो होता है एक प्लांट से होता है, और कॉटन तो हम लोग को पता है एक जो आ, भेड़ जो होती हैं उनसे उतारा जाता है। ओके ओके, वूल इज ऑब्टेन फ्रॉम द फीस ऑफ शीप और गोट। ओके, जो शीप और गोट के जो बाल होते हैं, फ्लीस, यानी कि उनकी स्किन पे जो एक लेयर चढ़ी हुई होती है उसको फ्लीस कहते हैं। इट इज ऑल्सो ऑब्टेन फ्रॉम द हेयर ऑफ रैबिट्स, yak and camel. Silk is fiber is drawn from the cocoon of silkworm. Okay, very good. Silk fiber जो होता है वो silk worm, यानी कि जो कीड़ा होता है सिल्क वाला उससे पाया जाता है। For thousands of years, natural fibers were the only ones available for making fabrics. In the last 100 years or so, fibers are also made from chemical sources. Substances. Okay, पहले जो था सिर्फ और सिर्फ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज से ही उसको यूज़ किया जाता था, बट अब ये सिंथेटिक यानी कि मैन मेड यानी कि आर्टिफिशियल रिसोर्सेज से भी पाया जाता है। ये हम सबको पता ही है कि अब आजकल सब कुछ वी आर मेकिंग एवरीथिंग विच इज़ पॉसिबल, लाइक ओके ओके। Bujo has seen in the museum items like this one shown in here. These were worn by warriors. He wants to know if these are made of some kind of fiber. Okay, so अगर आप किसी म्यूजियम में गए हो तो आपने देखा हो कुछ कवच जैसे, लाइक सम काइंड ऑफ protective clothing that we have. So that is called that is made up of some fiber. Okay, so we have to think about that. Okay. Synthetic fibers, we have talked about it. What are synthetic fibers? Some plant fiber. Okay, अब कॉटन के बारे में कुछ पढ़ते हैं यहाँ पे। Have you ever made wigs for oil lamp? Okay, what do you use for making these wigs? This cotton will also use for wearing access, quilts and pillow. Okay, so जो हम oil lamps use करते हैं उसमें जो रुई का इस्तेमाल होता है उसको हम कॉटन कहते हैं। ओके ओके, ये कॉटन आती कहाँ से है? Take some cotton wool, pull it apart and look at its edges. What do you observe? These small thin strands that you see are made of cotton fiber. Cotton fibers. Okay, cotton को अगर आप लें उसके फाइबर्स स्ट्रैंड्स देखें तो आपको स्ट्रैंड जो दिखेंगे वो कॉटन फाइबर्स से होने के बनते हैं। Where does this cotton wool come from? It is grown in the fields. Cotton plants are usually grown in places having black soil and warm climate. Okay, can you name any some states of our India country where cotton is grown? The fruits of the cotton plant are about the size of a lemon. After maturing, the balls burst open and seeds covered. Okay, this looks really nice. Cotton ball. You know what? I have never seen this in real life, and even in picture, I have, like, I'm seeing this right now, and it looks really amazing. Like in reality, if you will see it in reality, like with your naked eyes, you will find it really beautiful to look at. Okay, so that looks really nice. Seen in a cotton that is ready for picking. It looks like a field covered with a snow. Okay, that is exactly what I was thinking. So ऐसा लग रहा है कि बर्फ अभी पड़ी है, बर्फबारी हुई है और ये कॉटन हमें मिल गया है। From these balls, cotton is usually picked by hand. Okay, fibers are then separated from the seeds by combining. This process is called ginning. Of course, ginning was traditionally done by hand. Okay, okay, so ये ginning जो word आपने सुना ये एक important term है. Please note it down and please write the definition of ginning. What is ginning? Okay, fibers are then separated from the seed by combining. Okay, the process of separating the fiber seed is called ginning. Okay, the process of separating the fibers from the seeds by combing is called ginning. Okay. You can write the process of separating the fibers from its seeds by combing is called ginning. Okay, please write it down. You can just If you like, if you fail to like, if you were unable to write what I was telling, please, like, you can just seek the video a little bit backwards, like 30, 40, 50 seconds backward, and then just hear about the definition that I told you. Okay, this way is really easy because I don't have to repeat, because everything is getting recorded, and you can just like write it down. Okay, by just seeking 10 to 20 or 50 seconds behind. Okay, jute. Jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. It is cultivated during the rainy seasons. In India, jute is mainly grown in West Bengal, Bihar, and Assam. Okay, the jute plant is normally harvested when it is at flowering age. Okay, the stems of the harvested plants are immersed in water for a few days. The stems, rod, and fibers are separated by hand. Okay. To make fabric, all these fibers are first converted into yarn. How is it done? Spinning cotton yarn. Okay. So, activity 4. Let's read about the activity 4. Hold some cotton wool in one hand. Pinch some cotton between the thumb and forefinger of the other hand. Now gently start pulling out the cotton while continuously twisting the fibers. Are you able to make a yarn? The process of making a yarn from a fiber is called spinning. Okay, so let me just tell you the definition of yarn. Okay, in Hindi, yarn we can say it dhaga. Okay, dhaga. Okay, so for a thread, like, it's sort of a thread thing. The process of making yarn from fiber is called spinning. In this process, fibers from a mass of cotton wool are drawn out of and twisted. This brings the fibers together to form a yarn. Okay, a simple device is used for spinning is a hand spindle, also called takli. Another hand-operated device is used is charkha. Use of charkha popular as part of okay so आपने कई बार देखा होगा चरखा, हमारे जो महात्मा गांधी हैं उन वो चरखा चलाते थे. सो दैट इज एक्चुअली इज यूज फॉर, उन्होंने पॉपुलराइज किया था टू सूत काटने के लिए चरखा. ओके, ही एनकरेज पीपल टू वेयर cloth made of homespun yarn termed as khadi and shan, imported to make the mill of wood. Okay, okay, very intelligent. Okay, so what Mahatma Gandhi has done, he encouraged people to wear the khadi clothes. Okay, okay, so that to shun imported clothes made in the mills of Britain. Okay, so ताकि जो ब्रिटेन बाहर से बनवा कर हमारे देश में बेचते थे ब्रिटिशर्स, उनकी उनको लोग कम खरीदे, इसलिए वो होम ग्रोन खादी के कपड़े लोगों को पहनने को बोलते थे, खादी के कपड़े पहनने. और आई डोंट नो, बट आई थिंक खादी के कपड़े feels good to wear. Okay, spinning of yarn on a large scale is done with the help of spinning machines. After spinning, yarns are used for making fabric. Okay, yarns are used for making yarn to fabric. Okay, yarn से fabric कैसे बनाते हैं? There are many ways by which fabrics are made from yarns. The two main processes are weaving and knitting. Weaving. In activity 2, you might have noticed that a thread fabric is made up of two sets of yarns arranged together. The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric is called weaving. Let us try to weave some paper strip. Okay. Activity 5 is take two sheets of paper of different colors, cut square of length equal 30 cm from each sheet. Now fold both the sheets into half. Okay. On one sheet, draw lines as shown in the figure. Okay, we can see this is a very interesting and fun activity. You can just follow along and do this activity. Okay. Okay, and you know what is the importance of doing these activities? Okay, you may think that what's the importance? Okay, okay, we have read it. Okay, now we understood what it is all about and what is. But what is exactly important is for you to see yourself. Okay, when you watch a movie, like when you watch on like on your laptop or on your computer screen, okay, the same movie is being played, but when you watch the same movie in a cinema hall, okay, the experience changes. Okay, it's still the same movie, but the experience changes drastically. Okay, that is the that is, we can say, sort of a difference between doing a practical yourself or just reading the observations. Okay, so you have to do the practical yourself and also talk about the reading as well of the whatever we have. Okay, so this we have discussed now. Now let us see what is the next thing that we have to discuss. Okay, so knitting is really popular in India still, like even nowadays. Okay, it's not even, not only for uh, useful point of view. Okay, in India we have stores, multinational brand stores all over the country, but still sometimes sometimes we wear knitted sweaters or knitted clothes. Okay, we can purchase it, we can purchase it daily easily, but still we we choose to wear the clothes like that. Why is it? Because wearing a knitted clothes feels really, I would say, amazing, different. Okay, so that is why I was saying that. Okay, so knitting is different. ओके, आप लोग कमेंट करके बताइए कि आप क्या अभी भी निटेड क्लोथ पहनते हैं, जो आपकी दादी माँ ने या माँ ने या और किसी आपके रिलेटिव ने आपके लिए बुना हो। स्वेटर बुनना कैसे हो, मतलब बिल्कुल ही देसी लैंग्वेज में बोले। सो ओके, now what Paheli wants to know is to have seen any fabric. History of clothing material. Okay, now let's read about the history of clothing materials. Have you ever wondered what materials people used in ancient times for clothes? Okay, क्योंकि हमको अगर हम ये देख रहे हैं कि अभी हम किस तरीके के कपड़े पहनते हैं, ठीक है, तो हमको ये भी ज़रूरी जानना है कि ये हम लोग पहले कैसे कपड़े पहनते थे। हम लोग मतलब ह्यूमैनिटी, ओके, वेरियस सिविलाइजेशंस इन द हिस्ट्री। सो वो अब उसके बारे में थोड़ा देखते हैं। ओके, हैव यू एवर वंडर्ड व्हाट मटेरियल पीपल यूज इन एंशिएंट टाइम्स ऑफ क्लोथ्स? It appears that in those times people used the bark and big leaves of trees or animal skins and for okay, पहले जब कोई कॉटन इंडस्ट्री नहीं थी, कोई कपड़ा इंडस्ट्री नहीं थी, लोगों को स्वेटर नहीं बुनना आते, कुछ भी नहीं, तो लोग क्या करते थे? पीपल यूज पेड़ों के पत्ते जो होते हैं उनको और लकड़ियों को अलग तरीके से जोड़ जाड़ कर पेड़ों के पत्तों को, उसको एनिमल स्किन्स जो होती हैं, क्योंकि लोग पहले शिकार करते थे एनिमल्स का, उनका फ्लैश खा जाते थे और उनका जो मीट खा जाते थे, और उनकी जो खाल बचती थी ना, जो खाल खाते नहीं है उस खाल को वो साफ करके धो के और उसको उसके कपड़े बना के पहन लेते थे। ओके, सो दिस इज द लाइक लाइक अगर अभी हम इस चीज़ को देखें या करने की सोचें, हमें बहुत ही लाइक इम्पॉसिबल और वियर्ड लगेगा, है ना? जाहिर सी बात है, लेकिन हमारी जो हिस्ट्री है उसमें लोगों ने इसी तरीके से सरवाइव किया है, और ये एक फैक्ट। Okay, after people begin to settle in agricultural communities, they learn to weave sticks and grass into mats and baskets. Vines, animal fleece, or hair were twisted together into long strands. These were woven into fabrics. The early Indians wore fabrics made out of cotton that grew in the regions where the river Ganga. Okay, river Ganga. सो अगर आप मतलब इंडिया की हिस्ट्री अगर देखेंगे आप, तो रिवर गंगा हो गई और बाकी बहुत सारी नदियां हैं इंडिया में, आप देखेंगे कि उनकी एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका है। दे हैव अ रियली इम्पोर्टेंट रोल टू प्ले इन द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंडियन सबकॉन्टिनेंट एंड इंडियन हिस्ट्री। ओके, सो क्या होता था पहले, उसके बाद पीपल को रियलाइज़ हुआ, जब एग्रीकल्चरल कम्युनिटीज़ बनना स्टार्ट हुई, उन्होंने ट्विग्स को वीव करना स्टार्ट कर दिया और ग्रास को मैट्स और बास्केट्स में कन्वर्ट। अच्छा, जो घास होती है उसको काट कर उसको एक जैसे उसमें, ये तो शायद मैंने अभी भी देखा है, घास से बनी हुई मैट्स, तो ये तो मैंने अभी भी देखा, अभी भी होता है, क्योंकि ये एक अच्छी चीज़ है, एक अच्छा लगता है घास से बनी हुई मैट पे बैठना है, तो इस तरीके, इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये अभी भी होता है। तो उसके बाद उन्होंने घास को करना, मतलब उन्होंने देखा कि जो जो चीज़ें एक्सप्लॉइट हो सकती हैं, तो उन्होंने करना स्टार्ट कर दिया भाई। ओके, okay. Flax is also a plant that gives natural fibers. In ancient Egypt, पुराने मिस्र में cotton as well as flax were cultivated near the river Nile. Okay, जैसे कि हमारे देश में गंगा, यमुना, ये सब बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण नदियां हैं, वैसे ही इजिप्ट में नाइल एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाती है। लेकिन हमारे देश में तो काफ़ी नदियां हैं, लेकिन स्पेशली इजिप्ट में स्पेसिफिकली नाइल जो है, उसी के अराउंड पूरी सिविलाइजेशन का ग्रोथ हुआ है। इवन टुडे द होल लाइक अ मेजोरिटी नॉट मेजोरिटी, I will say 90%, 90% of whole country lives nearby the river Nile. Okay, and that is because the importance of river Nile in that country. Okay, in those days stitching was not known. Okay, लोगों को सिलना नहीं आता था कपड़े। ओके, सो लोग क्या करते थे, क्योंकि कपड़े सिलने नहीं आते थे, लेकिन थोड़े से कॉटन, मतलब कॉटन था, तो क्या करते थे लोग, सिर्फ ये दे जस्ट यूज टू ड्रेप द क्लॉथ अराउंड द डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी, क्योंकि कुछ पार्ट्स ऐसे होते हैं बॉडी के जो ढकने ज़रूरी होते हैं, कुछ होते हैं जो नहीं होते हैं, तो जो नेसेसरी पार्ट्स बॉडी के होते हैं वो उन पे कपड़े लपेट लेते थे। सो दिस इज हाउ वी यूज टू वेयर, दैट वाज द फैशन ऑफ दैट टाइम। ओके, सो okay, many different ways to of draping fabrics were used. With the invention of the sewing needle, people started stitching fabrics to make clothes. Okay, stitched clothes have gone through many variations since this invention, but it is not. Is it not amazing that even today, sari, dhoti, lungi are used as an unstitched piece of fabric? Okay, बिल्कुल है, क्योंकि ये हमारा कल्चर है, हमारी हिस्ट्री है, और वी शुड नेवर फॉरगेट how we become what we are today. Okay, so we should never, like we will never, and we, even if someone is forgetting, it is our duty to remind them that what was our history and how we have developed ourselves in terms of everything. Okay, okay, just as there is a large variety in the food eaten all over the country, a large variety exists also in fabric and clothing pattern. ओके, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से हमारे खाने में, खाने के अंदाज में, खाने की चीज़ों में, खाने की डाइट टाइप्स में, देयर इज अ वेरी बिग डिफरेंस बिटवीन ऑल, like various regions of the country. And similarly, the type of fabrics that people use, the the kind of clothing which is prevalent in each and every region of India is also really different for every region. Okay, in urban region, it is more of a Western kind of clothing. In rural region, it is more of a cultural thing. Okay, so not same like people from south have different kind of clothes. Even the same looking clothes have a different name, or uh, they are slightly different, not so much different, but the difference is there. Okay, okay, now I can see this was the last thing. Okay, so I think we have completed this topic today. So let's see what we have. Keywords. Okay, so the keywords that we have is cotton, wool, fabric, fiber, knitting, spinning, weaving, yarn, and I think ginning was there also. Ginning. So you have to keep these keywords in your mind. And why they are keywords? Because they are pretty important words in relation to this chapter. Okay, so you have to your homework is to okay, your homework is to underline all the keywords that you think is a keyword. Try to find its meaning and learn it. Okay, whatever you think. If the word like flags, okay, you have to find the meaning of the flag. Write the word first, then its meaning. Using, you can take help of Google, you can ask your elders. Okay, you can do anything. It's, if it is like, if the information is to be like, if we have to get the information, we don't have to see what source we are getting. Okay, as long as the source is valid, as well as the source is authentic. Okay, you, one more thing is really important, that you don't have to trust every source. Okay, so some may mislead you. Okay, that is why it is really important to talk to your teachers. Okay, and ask their their support. So this is why it is really important for us to always respect our teachers, respect them, and always talk to them as much as we can, so that we can make an understanding with them that we are really trying hard and they must always help us. And you know what, your teacher, your school teacher, or whatever the teachers that you have, will always find it really really he will be really happy if you will ask him any question. He or she, okay, they will be really happy if you will ask them any question regarding anything. Okay, so that is why it is really important. Okay, so this is done. So this is a summary of the topic. These are the exercises. Okay, and suggested projects and activities. So these are the suggested projects. You can just Think about it. Visit a nearby handloom or power loom unit and observe the weaving or knitting of fabric. Find out if any crop is grown in your region. If yes, then what is it? Okay, so these are like uh, activities or projects. These are really not big projects. Activity. It's just about your experience. Okay, this is just for you to experience whatever we have learned in the topic in this chapter or the topic. Okay, it is just for you to understand that whatever we have seen in this topic in like with your eyes. Okay, so it's not that much of a deal. Okay, so the we have a lot of things. Okay, and one more thing, please revise this topic. This is you know what, these are really interesting topics and you will have really fun. Okay, now we have 2 minutes left, so I would like to introduce to one more thing today about our Just Tutors website. So what you have to do, you just have to search Just Tutors. Okay, click on the first result. You can choose the Google to search it, you can choose the Bing to search it. Okay, either of it. So you have to just go there and see, and in this website, it is our website, you can see we have a lot of free study material, we have packages, we have tests, we have worksheets, and we have many more courses. So let's open some worksheet. Worksheet means we have some question, and first you can try to answer all those questions by yourself, and if you find it confusing, you can see the solution answer. Okay, we have exemplar solutions as well. We have packages of various class. We have free study material of math, science, and various subjects. Okay, please once do visit this website, and you will find it really interesting. And all the content in the website is free unless you try the free trial class or something like that. Okay, so that was, I think that was it. So I hope you enjoyed today's session, and please revise whatever we have learned in today's session, whatever we have seen. Okay, and uh, one more thing I would like to tell you, that always eat healthy, do a lot of physical work, do not use your phone a lot. Okay, I would say use your phone for not more than 30 minutes per day. Okay, so it is sufficient for you to get your entertainment for the day in 30 minutes. Okay, so that was it. Thank you for watching the video, watching the live stream. If you have any doubt, you can comment down in the comment section. Okay, our team will definitely try to help you. I will personally definitely